The commemorations began with prayers led by religious representatives from various denominations. Following that, the families and friends of those killed during the riots shared their struggles without their loved ones and ongoing efforts to seek justice.
It has been a long struggle seeking for justice, but all in vain. Even last year we were gathered here, we have wept, talked and pleaded. What I have come to accept, however hurting it is, we might never get justice.
It has marked 5 years since I lost my husband. He left me pregnant. I was in Seguku, and when I tried to call his phone, I was informed that he was shot and had been admitted to Kisubi Hospital, and he died due to bullet shots in the head.
It has been 5 years since the November 2020 riots, and each year the NUP party organizes prayers to honor the lives lost and demand accountability from the government. The leader of the opposition in parliament, Jorram Ssonko, stated that the purpose of commemorating this day is to remember the innocent Ugandans who died and to emphasize that justice has not yet been served.
Justice in this case presupposes two things. One, of course, the lighter one, and the reason I call it the lighter one is because no one can say kill my person and give me money. But that element is critical. Compensation. But even that lighter one was not done. Mr. Museveni promised that it would be done. To date, it has not been done. The more critical one than even compensation is justice. That whoever occasioned the death of these people gets to be brought to book. That's more important. And as you have heard, these loved ones, they're saying the issue is not money. Yes, that is important. Compensation. They've got families to take care of, children are studying and so on. But to see those who occasioned these acts against human rights, these violations, being brought to book. To date, none of that has happened.
Other party members criticized the government for failing to account for those who lost their lives or punished those involved in the shooting.
There is no single soldier who has been punished for killing unarmed citizens, which is clear evidence that their actions were sanctioned by those that run the state of Uganda. We may not know their names, but we know their commanders. And we know the commander-in-chief at that time as Museveni.
So many things have been let to go, but this is one of the things that was done. There were cameras, there is evidence, and there is something that can be done. We demand that whether you are or no longer in office, that these people are brought to justice, and we see that justice is served to the common Ugandans.
We have demanded for justice on the floor of Parliament. Nothing has materialized. My message to these people, some of them want to give up, but we are at a point of no return. We cannot afford to give up. We have to continue fighting for justice for our people.
The government, represented by the Attorney General, pledged to compensate victims affected by the riots. However, victims' families and the opposition National Unity Platform Party continue to demand justice and transparency, noting that the significant accountability or compensation has not been provided for most victims.
It is yet to be seen when the government will account for the number of Ugandans who were allegedly killed by security operatives during the protests in 2020 between the 18th to the 19th of November. As we head into the general elections in 2026, many of the supporters and family members of those that were killed still seek for justice and compensation from the government. Jorram Paul Ssonko, NTV Tonight, Kavuule in Kampala.